Up next, we have Mr. David Schwartzer. Am I saying your name right? I hope.
Yes, good morning. Members of the committee, I come before you today in opposition of SB 1112 for reasons that are cited in my submitted written testimony. In lieu of SB 1112, I urge you to enact HB 5804 introduced by Representative Gary Turco. HB 5804 provides equitable solutions to address the ongoing issue of long-term care premium increases. First, based on the current language of Connecticut General Statute 38A-501, a long-term care carrier need only show that at some point in the future, their losses will exceed 60% of the collectible premium to qualify for a rate increase. HB 5804 changes 38A-501 to require that the loss ratio for Connecticut policies must currently be 60% before a long-term carrier is granted a rate increase. This one change would have eliminated 50% of the rate increases granted to Genworth Financial since 2010, and in my individual case, would have eliminated all of the rate increases approved to date. In addition, I asked that the 60% threshold be raised to 80%. I know of no other industry that is allowed to get a guaranteed profit of 40%. Next, in my data review, I found that 100% of the policy forms were closed to new business at the time that the rate increases were filed. Without having enough heterogeneous policyholders to support future claims, the law of large numbers, a basic premise of insurance, collapses. 5804 would require carriers to show that they sold enough policies with sufficient premiums to substantially cover the anticipated losses for each policy form. Absent that, their actions show that they never intended to have the premiums to cover these losses. Finally, in their 2016 annual report, Genworth announced that their plans were to, and I quote, separate and then isolate our long-term care business from our other U.S. life insurance businesses. This will allow any future dividends to be paid directly to the holding company and give a clearer picture of the necessity for long-term care insurance rate actions that we are working towards today, end quote. Genworth Financial presents financial information that is skewed completely in their favor. Meanwhile, by the end of 2021, at the parent organization, Genworth Financial reported a total revenue of almost $75 billion, with cash on hand of over $29 billion and total assets of $185 billion. HB 5804 would allow the Connecticut Insurance Department to examine the financial health at the highest levels of the company to better understand the true needs for rate increases. In conclusion, these changes are the substance of HB 5804. I believe these proposed changes are fair and reasonable. They allow the long-term care insurance carriers to continue to do business in Connecticut while bringing relief to the Connecticut policyholders, and I urge you to pass this important piece of legislation. Thank you for your time and consideration, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have.
Any questions from the committee? Great. David, we did read your testimony, which was very detailed, and thank you very much for sharing all that information with us. I know you've been helping the committee understand this issue over the years. Thank you.